Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Still getting on these coon ass motherfucking ass cops and DA motherfuckers out here that's being punk motherfuckers. So today we just finishing up the Renee Hall, Faith Johnson boycott and who I'm wanting people to get at out here. It's real simple. You know, I told you that I'm gonna let the Potter's House get a pass on this one. Even though Faith Johnson is a part of their board or whatever, I was just gonna say fuck them, but it's too easy to say fuck them in some ways. But in another way, I'm looking at how TD Jakes responded to Renee Hall coming into the church talking about, what about black on black crime? Black people, we do it to ourselves. We the ones that, you know what I mean? She's one of them type of black women out here. A motherfucker that's a cancer, a motherfucker that we need to get rid of. And her type of vibration need to be rid of in our community. We don't need her type of people who are blatantly ignoring the structure that imports crime into black communities by way of their selfish white supremacist terrorist interests. We don't need people like her walking the beat in our world, period. She don't need to be out here being a fucking police chief, period. So, with that, I'ma say this. The boycott is gonna fall on Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. We all know Delta Sigma Theta is a black sorority. Everybody want to jock because they black and they girls and they in college and they give black girls jobs and black girl power and black girl this and that. Well, Renee Hall is a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. This is the same Delta Sigma Theta sorority that in March, they did the March for Our Lives thing. Y'all remember the March for Our Lives event where the people came out talking about, look, we need police to get off this shooting black people shit. Get off of this using guns like animals out here on people. Really creating a fucked up vibe with the citizens, a very combative vibe with citizenry. Every step that they take, we need to get the motherfuckers to cool down on that shit some kind of way. It was just a march, really just one of these, you know, soft-handed approaches to getting a message out. But okay, they getting a message out. Okay, we see that shit. They did that. And they came out in support of gun reform policies and all this type of shit. So, my thing to you guys, anybody out there in the world that's got a hotel that Delta Sigma Theta gotta register at or gonna be at in the next coming months, don't sign them up for your hotels. Don't let them in your hotels. All right? Anybody who run any sort of building where Delta Sigma Theta gotta be at, a party, anything, don't rent out to Delta Sigma Theta. As long as they don't remove Renee Hall from their roles as a member of their sorority, they guilty. They down with the bullshit. Fuck them too. Like I said, we gotta make people guilty by proxy, by just even allowing people to associate with them. We gotta make them suffer too. If we don't get justice at their hands, fine. We ain't gonna get justice at the hands of Renee Hall, fine. Everything she touched gotta fall. Period. So that's how we doing it on PDGAF channel. Since nobody signed up for my other boycotts, nobody wanted to take that money, I'm gonna take money off the table on this one. I'm gonna just expect y'all to run with it on this one. I'm gonna still throw up money. I'm not gonna give a fuck, but I still expect y'all to run it. Run this shit. Do this shit. We gotta get this shit done. We gotta take motherfuckers like her off the streets. Make it where people don't hold people like Renee Hall in esteem. Faith Johnson, it don't show that she's a part of any sorority or anything like that. They did do this big brother, big sister ball last year, both of them. So I was like, man, should I boycott? Should we boycott big brothers, big sisters too? Even though they do good, I want to say, you know what, fuck it. We boycotting big brothers, big sisters too. Anything big brothers, big sisters doing, if you got to rent out a hotel to big brothers, big sisters, fuck them too. I know what you're saying, but they didn't do nothing. They was just at the event. They just came through to the event. It was a charity event sponsored by big brothers and big sisters, but they didn't do anything. I don't give a fuck. Everybody got to get it until a motherfucker get the point that we not having it. So, make it hard for them to move around. You got to make it hard for them to radiate in society and move around. That's what has to happen with these types of people and people who associate with them. And people who think that their existence is okay. People who think that their way of living is okay. People who welcome them to their events. People who welcome their money and support and who welcome their face to be in their photo ops. They gotta pay. People who want them to breathe the air in their buildings that they pay rent on. They gotta pay. In the face of these conditions that we're dealing with. But just had to say that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Get it, y'all.